we are here, day 4, and we are continuing in our grand tradition of the vBrownBag person on the street interviews. And with me is an AWS hero, a wonderful human being, a very, very smart individual, and somebody that we need to get on the regular show more often. Luke, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Luke from Donkersgoed. I live in the Netherlands. I'm an AWS serverless hero and principal engineer at PostNL.
Awesome. And what happened to you this year?
Not much. So I got an award, the Go Build Award from Werner. It's been the highlight of the year. He gave it to me personally. He shouted at me out, my name out in the keynote. It's been magnificent.
That's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, for Werner to recognize somebody's work, you really have to go above and beyond. And for something to get visibility to him is an amazing accomplishment. We are all extraordinarily proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you.
That's not true at all.
Well, it's the support, right? It's the support and the community. And I like building things, but if other people wouldn't use them and wouldn't appreciate them or would get benefit out of it, I wouldn't get the energy from it to actually keep on doing that. So it is actually the community that's helping me do this.
One of the things that I noticed just this year, we've both been talking to a lot of heroes during the course of reInvent. Every hero loves to teach.
Yeah,
we love to be teachers.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. And actually another hero, Martijn van Dongen, once told me, if you want to learn, teach. And I really kept that as a sort of core truth, because I like to learn everything there's to learn about AWS. And the best way to actually confirm that I know what I'm talking about is if I'm able to explain it to somebody else. Yep. And I think the fact that we actually like that, like talking to other engineers, like education, that's a big part of what makes us heroes.
Well said, sir. Okay, so back to brass tacks here. AWS reInvent 2023 vBrownBag person on the street interview. Luke van Donkersgoed, what has gotten you excited here at reInvent?
Well, do we have any other choice than saying generative AI? Because I think that this is the Gen AI reInvent. I find it hard to identify any other topic being covered, but that being said, I think there are some very good new products being released. I'm really looking forward to using Amazon Q. I think there's a lot of value in there. Also for people who are new in AWS to hit the ground running and just be able to ask questions about AWS, about their infrastructure, about their code. So really looking forward to using that and seeing a lot of other people using it too.
It's weird because last year at reInvent, we talked peripherally about AI, and SageMaker existed, of course, but it hasn't really kicked into high gear until like 7 or 8 months ago. Like, it's gone bananas.
It's been an insane year, and actually I find that also a bit difficult because at this point everybody's saying we should use Gen AI, and I've actually had product managers say to me we should have Gen AI in our product, and I'm like, okay, but can we start from the problem?
Right.
Like, can we start from a goal? What do we want to achieve? And maybe that's we want our users to be able to interact with our data in a native way. And then I'm like, okay, Gen AI is an option. But if they're like, well, we need smarter alarms on our Lambda functions, you don't need Gen AI for that. So I think just the foundational building blocks of building applications is a bit overshadowed by Gen AI this year.
This is the traditional hype cycle of any new technology. It comes out, everybody gets their teeth sunk into it, they think it's a silver bullet, and they want to jam it into every new thing that they do until, and this is a shout out to all of my enterprise architects out there, until an enterprise architect asks why. Why are we doing it? What problem are we solving?
Exactly.
What are the functional and non-functional requirements?
Exactly. No, I absolutely agree. And actually this applies to all technology. Like, even I, as a serverless hero, won't say that serverless is the solution for everything.
What?
I'm on record. I know. But it's at a certain skill, or at a certain stability, or at a certain predictability, or at a certain complexity, you have to choose the right tools for the job. And serverless can often get you started. It can scale up to giant volumes, as we do at PostNL. But there are some solutions that don't fit that product. And the same goes for Gen AI. You can do so much with it, but that doesn't mean that you have to do everything with it.
That speaks very well to Werner's keynote this morning, where his entire keynote was based around cost and monitoring and observability, but the fundamental principles underneath all of that is knowing your architecture, knowing how things work. How can you save money? You do that by knowing what you have and what you should and what you shouldn't do.
Exactly. And machine learning, as Werner said, has been around for a long time, like the 60s, 70s, and it has matured significantly in the last 10 years before Gen AI.
Right.
And I really appreciated the lady on stage who talked about child abuse. It's a difficult subject. I found them very brave to put that on the main stage.
Yeah.
It's an important subject as well. And they're solving their problems. They're making the world better with classic machine learning.
Right.
And they don't need Gen AI, and I think there's a lot of use cases that can benefit from machine learning, even without using Gen AI. And related to that is also the topic of sustainability.
Yes.
Like, you don't need a super heavyweight model that's using so much energy to give a simple answer, if maybe a smaller model can do as well.
Awesome. Well, super appreciate you coming on. Thank you for your insights. Valuable as always. Congratulations on the Now Go Build Award from Werner. That's huge. Massive props. Amazing person. How can people find you online?
Unfortunately, mostly still on Twitter. It's the platform, it has the biggest reach, but also follow me on LinkedIn. I'm almost just as active there.
And we will be supplying all of his contact information in the show notes for you as well. So Luke, thanks very much, bud.
Thanks.